Here we go, got my book. Scientists have a very unique way of explaining things with obscure words that can confuse people, sometimes unintentionally. I've had to compensate for this during my career by reading research papers multiple times. Unfortunately, this occurs a lot while seeking my science degree. So, let's go ahead and read this all the way through. I highlighted some portions of it that I think are really important. Okay, so here we go. In the 6th chapter, I enumerated the chief objection which might be justly urged against the view maintained in this volume. Most of them have now been discussed. One, namely, the distinctiveness of specific forms and their not being blended together by innumerable transitional links, is a very obvious difficulty. I assigned reasons why such links do not commonly occur at the present day under the circumstances apparently more favorable for their presence, namely on an extensive and continuous area with gradually physical conditions. I endeavor to show that the life of each species depends in a more important manner on the presence of other already defined organic forms than on climate, and therefore that the really governing conditions of life do not graduate away quite insensibly like heat and moisture. I endeavor also to show that intermediate varieties from existing in lesser numbers than the former, which they connected, will generally be beaten out or exterminated during the course of further modification and improvement. The main cause, however, of innumerable intermediate links not now occurring everywhere throughout nature depends on the very process of natural selection through which new varieties continually take the place and supplant their parent forms. But just in proportion, this process of extermination has acted on an enormous scale, so must the number of intermediate varieties which have formerly existed been truly enormous. Why then is not every geologic formation and every strata full of such intermediate links? Geology assuredly does not reveal any such finely graduated organic chains, and this perhaps is the most obvious and serious objection which can be urged against the theory. The explanation lies, as I believe, in the extreme imperfection of the geologic record. So, Darwin mentioned 3 different times that there should be an enormous amount of intermediate fossils, but yet he couldn't find them in the 1860s. We have been searching for them for 160 years, and we still haven't found them. So that's a big problem, and I think that is the one thing we need to focus on.